Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining me today. In a few minutes, I'd like to comment about the Indiana General Assembly session that just concluded its regular season, preparing now for some postseason play. It did bring some good news, though, for the city of Fort Wayne, but first, I'd like to talk about another issue, one that has been a matter of public record since last year, but in recent days has consumed a lot of attention. Yes, the city of Fort Wayne engaged governmental affairs professionals to help us secure a referendum for the people of Fort Wayne on the issue of gaming. Something only the Indiana General Assembly can enact. This is how things get done in Indianapolis and in Washington, D.C. To imply a service so basic as utilizing consulting services as secret, extravagant, or underhanded is at best ill-informed. It is all a matter of public record. Our team members were hired openly and properly, the same as any other advocate or vendor that we employ to work on the city's behalf. As I mentioned, our association with them is a matter of public record. You just have to check it. They were hired from day one without fanfare, with no intent to confuse, and with every expectation that they would operate on the public's behalf, which they have. And they have been an essential part of our strategy. In addition to my own efforts with our state legislators, our advocates have worked diligently to examine the issue of gaming and to ensure that the city's best interests were represented. As your mayor, I made a commitment to serve the people of this community, and openness and transparency were watchwords of my administration. I continue to abide by that principle. When private business groups came to us exploring the potential for gaming in our community, I said I would do two things: talk to those who were interested and to study the issue in depth. I have done exactly that. Throughout our investigation, I listened carefully to the citizens of our community. You told me the issue of gaming was not only important to you, but you wanted your voices heard. Not unlike the discussion that took place involving Harrison Square. That is why I led the way in calling for a referendum. It is why I immediately began working with our legislature to make a case in Indianapolis for a referendum. I kept my word. I believe strongly that the decision about gaming is not mine alone, but ours as a community to make. We must be able to choose for ourselves what is beneficial for us and what opportunities we want to explore. Yes, I pursued this issue because I'm committed to making sure Fort Wayne has every chance to thrive in these difficult economic times. I believe an opportunity that can bring new jobs, high quality investment, and significant new revenue into our community, our region, and our state is one deserving of serious consideration. We don't know what the special session is going to bring in their postseason play, but you can be certain of one thing. I want the people of Fort Wayne to be able to make their own decision on gaming, and I will continue to work with our state legislature and use every tool available to me, including expert counsel, to secure a referendum for the city of Fort Wayne. Now, I'd like to make a few other remarks about other legislative activity that took place during this regular session. Through the hard work and strong leadership of State Representatives Giacquina, Moses, Bell, and Boer, and State Senators Long and Weiss, and with the assistance of the Greater Chamber of Commerce, the city and the county of Allen, quite frankly, the city of Fort Wayne was successful in its effort to establish a capital improvement board, something that this community has wanted for a long time. House Bill 1514 will create the Allen County Fort Wayne Capital Improvement Board, which will allow a joint city-county board to prioritize capital projects within Allen County. This board will spur economic development, create jobs, and will help us work together to strengthen our community. Additionally, the state budget contained an annual appropriation of $1 million for our Public Safety Academy. This Public Safety Academy, representing the efforts of all of us in Northeast Indiana, is a tremendous asset, and we need to continue to explore all of the possibilities and potential of this facility. An important community asset needs to continuously have the appropriate funding. And again, our legislature stepped up and decided it was in our best interest for the entire region to continue that funding. This $1 million would be used to make lease payments on this building. And I look forward to working with the state legislature during this special session to make sure that this remains in the budget. Finally, one additional piece of good news. Recently, Allen County and the city of Fort Wayne entered into an interlocal agreement on bridge maintenance and repair. One of the terms of the interlocal agreement was for the city and the county to support a change in state law allowing the county to use its major bridge fund to finance the maintenance and repair of all bridges in the county. This language was in the final version, House Bill 1447. Unfortunately, did not pass the House after the state budget failed. But again, I look forward to working with the state legislature during the special session to pass the language needed for bridge maintenance and repair.